we were talking about this downstairs. Like, one thing I love whenever I see you is that you wear whatever hair you got that day, and it's amazing to me just because, like, I think when I last saw you as Captain Marvel, and you had like the big curly hair. Because I've always been a fan of big curly hair, and I'm just like, I love it because it looks good, and I also love it because it's like at least on from my perspective, I'm like, that's a big old FU to everybody who's like, her hair isn't like that, or it's supposed to be straight. I'm like, well, hers ain't, and she rocking it. So, like, when you do it, is it just a, hey, this is what I was wearing that day, or is it like a more like on purpose, like I'm making a statement, or a little bit of both?
It's like, I think this looks cute. So, because like, for instance, for like a Captain Marvel, I really like how I look with big hair.
Yeah.
And that wig is like super cute, and like, I like the color on me, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm not feeling this other wig today. I want to do something different. People have seen me in this outfit. So boom, I'm just gonna do it like that.
And y'all gonna be alright.
Yeah, it is what it is. And I think it's kind of cool being able to kind of do both and being able to wear, like, if I feel like wearing straight hair, I can. If I feel like wearing super big curly hair, I can.
Yeah.
I did my hair in twists last week, and I didn't feel like taking them out, so I was like, you know what? We gonna go with it,
and you're still killing it. It's
gonna make sense.
it's still like a different take on the rogue. Like, it's not it is rogue, but it's not the same old rogue, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah. So it's like so it's a variety of reasons because of just how my hair is in my real life, and I was like, all right, I gotta work around that, or I just am in a certain mood.
Right. So as not just a female cosplayer, but a black female cosplayer, what would you say has like been your biggest obstacle you've had to overcome with that?
I feel like it's like a little question.
Are we gonna need like another 30 minutes for this?
Honestly, like, being black, like that it's not like, I don't want to use like, say like my blackness is an obstacle to overcome, but in a way it has been, in the sense that people always see that first.
Yeah.
So it's always about, oh, she's cool, but like, she's the black version of this character.
She's a black rogue. She's the black this.
So it's hard because there's not like, we have characters, we have black characters, but there's not nearly as many as like white or Asian characters. There's not as many to choose from. So in terms of being able to look like the canon version of that character, I have less opportunities to do that. So I think it gives me less chances to grow. Because like, there might be other girls who are like white or Asian, and they look just like 10 million different characters. So every single costume they put on, it's like, oh my god, you're perfect. Oh my god, you look just like this. Whereas me, it's always kind of like an interpretation on something, which still has done well for me, but that's not for everyone. So it's a little bit harder, I guess, to gain traction because majority of the time I'm not going to be accurate. And for some people, accuracy is the only thing they care about when it comes to cosplay. So that's been like the main thing to deal with, and just trying to deal with people, again, saying like, you're the black version of this, like, or like with my Captain Marvel, for instance, instead of appreciating the costume that I made, it's always like, oh, you should have been Monica Rambeau instead, like, why didn't you do Spectrum? Or like, I'm just like, because they asked me to do this one, I want to do this one. Why do I have to be the black version of a character? Why can't I just be the character? And I think I actually really respect Marvel Becoming and their whole team for choosing a diverse range of women for the episode I was on. So they came to me, they came to Sharon, who she's a plus size cosplayer, and Lauren, who's like more like typical, she's like smaller, but it's like, their goal when they talked to us, they were like, we want to show that any woman can be Captain Marvel. And I was like, that's a really dope message. And I try to do that with my other costumes as well. I mean, like, any woman can be these characters. They aren't real, they're imaginary characters. And if I find this character inspiring or powerful, I can also, since I can see myself in that character, I want to visualize that and show other people, that vision.
Exactly. I just think that's so profound that Marvel, like, first of all, thank you, Marvel, for doing that. But I'm like, if Marvel sees that, if Marvel decides, hey, we want to be diverse, if Marvel decides I can take somebody who's not like bodily accurate to it and do it. These other people, these other ethos on the internet can get past the lack of quote unquote accuracy, and I put that in air quotes. So that's one thing. If y'all been following me for long enough, y'all know I even made a video called accuracy is overrated. Like and not that accuracy is bad. I love accuracy, but like it's not the be all end all of cosplay. Like there are some people, like you said, who they will only ever see accuracy. If one little minor thing is off, then it's like rendered invalid to them. And I don't even think a lot of people disagree with me on this, but I don't think the body inside the cosplay has anything to do with the accuracy. Like this costume is accurate, so it's accurate.
Yeah.
None of this matters to me.
Yeah, it's like it's about the work that you put into actually like, okay, look at the details. How are the boots? How are like all these different things? But a lot of people, like your costume can be perfect, but it's like you were slightly too dark.
Right.
Stuff like I think like for instance I did my Farrah vibe mashup or whatever. Farrah is like Egyptian.
Right.
And but she's brown, like I might be like a shade or two darker than her. And people are like, you're wrong because she's not the same shade of brown that you are. And I'm like, I'm more brown. Like she's more brown. She's not white. Right. So I don't know why y'all sitting here acting like this white. Because see, my thing too is that a lot of people who are like that are only like that towards minority cosplayers.
Yeah, yeah.
But if white people cosplay like minority characters and POC characters, they don't say anything.
Right, it's not one shade of white out there. Right, so it's like nobody says that if the character is like a tan white person and somebody
super pale.
Right, nobody says anything.
No, it doesn't matter. Like they only care about accuracy when it comes to POC, and that's what irritates me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So other than on top of accuracy, what's another? What would you say would be the biggest misconception there is from people who don't cosplay about cosplay?
The biggest misconception.
Yeah.
That's hard. Well, I guess we kind of touched on it earlier a little bit about how like I think a lot of people assume we pay.
Yeah, we don't.
And assume we're making money. Like I've had so many people comment, and I've had to like try to correct them, like on my pages and stuff. Be like, it's amazing how you were able to turn your love and passion for this hobby into your career. Like I want to do that too, and I'm like, oh, hold up.
Shut that dream down.
No. I didn't.
Let me help you out.
I did not. Followers mean nothing.
Right.
I mean, like I love my followers. Followers mean things.
Yes.
They don't mean anything in terms of how much money I have in my pocket.
Right. Because don't nobody know what's outside of this. Yeah. Like
exactly.
Even Yaya, like, do people know who she? I mean, this is not a dig at Yaya. I'm just saying. Like
outside of like our circles,
right?
Like it's very rare. Like I think I've been recognized like once or twice, like randomly.
Yeah.
But that's extremely rare. Like we're not. It's
it's
not. It's a hobby. We spend a lot of money.
Gotcha. All right. Last, I guess, deep question. Then we're gonna get into some quick, fun questions. What if there's one thing you could change about the cosplay community? What would you change?
I wish the cosplay community was as accepting as they think they are. Because they're not. There's crazy racism. There's just crazy elitism.
Gatekeeping, all of
there's
that.
There's a bunch of gatekeeping, and it's frustrating because you come into this community thinking like it's a bunch of nerds. There's a bunch of people who stereotypically are seen as different by like normal people, but then you're doing the same thing. Well, it's like sports, but although it's like I like sports and I like cosplay. Like it's like we can multifaceted people, but it's like. But then you come into the cosplay community and you're doing the same thing that you hate that people do to you outside of the community.
Right.
You're treating other people that same way, and it's irritating because it's like you should know better.
Exactly.
And you don't. And people seem to think that there's a bunch of diversity and representation. We're all equal. It's like no, because you only uplift the girls who are pale and tiny and have big boobs and take certain types of pictures, and those are the only types of people you uplift.
Right.
And you don't focus on anyone else, but y'all think y'all are inviting and all that kind of stuff. And that's frustrating for me because the cosplay community suffers from the same types of problems that other communities in general in life have, and I don't know. I wish it wasn't the case. If it was as open as people say it is,
Yeah.
it would be it would be a nicer community to participate in.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned like doing the same thing to other people that has been done to us, and then also sports. Me, Jed, and everybody else who drove up here, we were talking about how a lot of geeks think that it's okay to bash sports fans because they remind them of the people that like make fun of them when they were in high school. I'm like, how about those of us who are, like we're both sports fans and geeks?
It's like I
Right.
enjoy a football game.
Exactly.
And dress up in a costume.
Yeah.
Or do both. Dress up in a costume and go to the football.
Right. Yeah.
Because they, I don't know, that's weird.
Yeah, and they'll say, when you dress up, when you wear a jersey to a game, it's the same thing as cosplaying, like, and?
It is the same thing.
Yeah, or,
so?
What is it? Fantasy football is just like playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, is that supposed to be an insult? I know it is.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's...
Yeah, like, and you're not being, like you said, you're not being any better than the people that did that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't automatically assume they're that person because they like the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Or like it's frustrating too because like there's like people who gatekeep, and it's like, okay, so people gatekeep you out of other communities. You're sitting here like acting all high and mighty when bro, you ain't any.
And you ain't getting paid you're not getting paid to keep the gate.
Yeah.
Like, the people who own these fandoms or made these fandoms, they don't want a gate. They want new people in. You over here trying to keep people out. Like, are you getting paid? Are you getting extra cool points from the artist?
Yeah,
are you getting
exactly.
picky for that? Like, I do. I'm glad you brought that up because I was like, yeah, it's not. It is welcoming. It's just that there's a lot more problems that people think it is. So don't think we sitting here saying that it's a crap show.
It's not.
It can be.
There's certain areas you have to prevent yourself from participating in those spaces, and sometimes it's hard to avoid.
Yeah.
It's great, obviously. That's why I'm in it, and I like cosplaying and stuff.
Right.
But there's definitely a lot of problems. Like the fact that there are only I could probably count on 5 hands the amount of black women cosplayers that have over $100,000 on one hand.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in terms of white women, there's a ton.
Yeah.
It's and that in itself shows us there's definitely problems with diversity and discrimination and stuff, and people want to pretend like it doesn't exist, but it's clearly there.
Or we're overreacting, or we're playing a race card. I'm like, no.
We wouldn't need an event like BlurredCon.
Exactly. Right. There's a reason this
is here
exists.
for a reason. Yeah. So.
All right. So, real quick, dream cosplay, meaning money is not an issue, time is not an issue, resources is not an issue, skills is not an issue.
I don't have one.
You don't have one?
I feel people have asked me that, and I genuinely don't have one because I have just a giant list.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, dream cosplay isn't just one particular costume I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like if I had the time and money to make literally everything, then I would, but I can't. So there's a lot of stuff that I've wanted to make for a long time, and I just can't. I just can't.
So your dream would be to just knock that whole list out?
Yes. Yes. So it's more so a lot than just one singular costume.
You just reminded me of all the Pinterest boards I have of cosplays that I have never started on.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I have that too, so it's fine. I guess for me too, the reason why I don't have one specific one is because a lot of people, they'll have this one costume that they spend years on.
Yeah.
And it's this labor of love type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I really respect that and appreciate that. I personally couldn't do it though because I get bored.
Yeah.
I like seeing a finished product. So working on a cosplay for 7-8 months and it's still not being done, I would just get frustrated and not want to do it anymore. So my cosplays typically take they might take 2 months to make. The longest I've spent on one is 3. And that was my Captain Marvel one. And I was really, had a lot of technical stuff involved and all that. So it's not like I'm not trying to make good cosplay. It's just you're never going to catch me hand beating an entire dress. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not doing that.
I'm with you.
I refuse. It's too much time.
Yeah.
I can't.
some people can do it, and more power to them.
Yeah, I respect the ones that can. That's some crazy skill. There's like this one person I've been following, and she's like doing sequins by hand on this like she's making like this Jessica Rabbit dress, and wow. She's been posting progress photos. I'm like, that's taking way too long. I can do it, but like it looks great.
Yeah, I'm
just not that person.
Yeah, it's good. It's crazy. For those y'all who can do that, I love y'all. I don't know if I ever get there. So if you could take any of your costumes and you could have the powers of that character indefinitely, but only one character that you cosplay, who would it be?
That's so hard. Especially because I've done so many.
And you do a lot of powerful characters too.
Man. Who's the most OP person I've cosplayed? I want to be probably Captain Marvel. Honestly. Captain Marvel, yeah, I'm gonna pick her. No, I don't know if my mashups have been strong enough to like. Okay, like for instance, I did a mashup with like Iron Man, right? So do I get to be as smart as Tony Stark?
Yeah, everything about the character. Yeah. Oh, we were around a little bit. Okay.
It's between my Iron Bakugo mashup and Captain Marvel. One of them two.
Oh, okay. It took me a minute to catch it because I'm not. I know My Hero Academia characters when I see them, but I don't know them by name. And this is the dude with the grenade gauntlet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's pretty sick right there.
Yeah.
Powerful and smart.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you.
So one of them two.
That's legit.
Yeah.
All right, last one. You're stuck only being able to listen to one video game soundtrack for the rest of life. Like that is all you can listen to.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh.
I know that one.
You thought about that?
No, because Persona 5 has the best music of like honestly, I'm just sitting there. I'll find myself just randomly just humming songs from it. Like the whole time, we were first playing and every time a new song came up, I'm just like, I love the vibe of this game. The music is so good.
So I can just get you through the rest of life.
Yeah, Persona 5.
Yeah, I think video game music composers don't get a lot, like, they don't get as much credit as I think they deserve. It's like, we on the way up here, I put on like my nerdy stuff playlist, so it's like a whole bunch of just video game music and cartoon things on the stuff. That's a 9-hour drive. We listened to
that's a long drive.
We listened actually closer to 10. We listened to hip hop for maybe about an hour, and the whole rest of that was that one playlist.
Wow.
And we was jamming. Yeah. All right. So last thing, is there anything out there you want to plug? Anything people need to know about? Anything you want to get off your chest? Anything?
Nothing specific coming up right now. My next mashup is going to be at DragonCon, so definitely look out for that. We also have a really dope women Avengers group that we're doing to kind of replicate that scene in Endgame.
Yes.
Yeah, trying to do something.
Are you guys going to be at the Women of Marvel shoot that's on that Saturday?
Maybe. We might switch up our days if we're doing it. I don't know. Going back and forth, we'll see. But that's coming up. Otherwise, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All three. I am Cutiepie Sensei. Also, I have a Patreon. Also, Cutiepie Sensei. You can find me that way. On there, I don't do anything crazy. I try to keep myself low key because Patreon is a job in itself. So occasionally, I will post extra photos that I don't post on Instagram, and I will post walkthroughs and tutorials for certain people, and some background behind the scenes stuff from when I do shoots.
Yes, y'all. Patreon is not just women being lazy and trying to get paid for being cute. It's work.
It is a whole job. Even the ones that are cute and doing lubes and stuff, that's a whole job that they're doing. Because you have to maintain and manage a bunch of people, and you're constantly making costumes so you can do scheduled shoots and put out that content and edit it so it looks all nice, and it takes a lot of time.
It's work. WERK work.
Yeah.
Yes, I misspelled that on purpose. But yes, thank you so much for joining me today. I had a blast.
This is awesome.
And I was already talking with some other people hey, we might do a return at some point. So maybe later on down the line, see what other adventures you've been up to, see what other haters you've had to tell off on the internet, all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you again for joining me. Y'all go follow her in everything that she can be followed at. Go follow her. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good time, whatever con you're going to next. Good luck on your cosplay builds. Please hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button. Do all of that for her too. And I'll see y'all at the next video. Peace.